Okay, well, back in fucking Seattle, um, I did all the off-season focus stuff for players and did some challenges for a few guys. And once again, made another trade. I mentioned I tried to get Kirill Marchenko during free agency, like July 1st free agency, um, in the off-season. I did not succeed at getting him. The price a little too high. Until I revisited the trade. And Kirill Marchenko is on this team. And I also gave him a 6-year extension? Yeah, 6-year extension, 12.9 mil. I know, crazy. The guy's yet to play a single game for us. And I give him 13 mil for 6 years, no move clause. We gave up a decent haul to get Marchenko, and we also made more trades to help our AHL a little more, and we signed a couple dudes for free agency to help our AHL because our after the Marchenko trade, we didn't have defensive depth really in the AHL. Anyways, I'll show you the trades right now. So Columbus kind of fucked up on the Marchenko trade. So the trade was we sent over Fiala. Did they extend him? Oh no, we extended him. Yeah, we sent over Fiala, Winterton, a third round pick in next year's draft, our third, and that Lucas Dragovic dude. But if we go to Columbus's defenseman, he's not here. And he had good value. He got claimed on waivers by Toronto. So one of the pieces in trading away their best goal scorer, like nothing for him. Nothing. Like who's their best forward? What, Kent Johnson? They're trading their best forward away, and one of the pieces they couldn't keep him on waivers, so they got rid of him. Who did they decide to keep over him? Watch it be some shitter too. I guess Morelli. Do they have 3 goalies? No, I don't know, but he's gone, and that's a L trade for Columbus. You didn't even get a first round pick back. You got Fiala, who's older. I guess I don't even know. I guess the storylines you could go with is, oh, Buddy didn't want to sign an extension in Columbus. I mean, rightfully so. He's been there 6 years at this point and hadn't made the playoffs. So yeah, we'll go over here. He's been there 1, 2, 3. What? That's 6 seasons. Yeah, 6 seasons, not a single playoff game. So 31 goals in 64 games. He's on pace to get 40 last year. So there's that. And then we also traded with, I think it was Buffalo. This was the trade we made with Buffalo. We traded Ty Nelson, who, I mean, 83 at 24, right-handed OFD. He's the same overall as Sandin Pellikub, I think a year older, same overall, year older. Can he play lefty as well? No. But he's got medium top 4, and Sandin Pellikub still has his medium elite. And Mahura had no place on the team. He was going to be playing in the AHL. And the guy's he's a solid player. There's no point to not keep him on the NHL. Gave up Calgary's 4th rounder as well, and we got a high top 6. Is it Vigo Bjork? I don't know. But high top 6, 78 at 20, center right wing playmaker. He's going to be playing in the AHL. We traded. Oh, that's the wrong team. We traded Furcus away because, I mean, that guy just wasn't going to do shit for us. He's been kind of ass. It was a qualifying offer, I think he accepted. And then we got, where is he? This guy, Skylar Matheson, is that his name? It's a downgrade, I guess, but, I mean, it's another decent prospect. He was drafted 19th overall, so we traded Furcus for the 19th overall pick, which, looking at it that way, isn't that bad. This trade is really nothing. We acquired Gregory Getzlav, the 6th rounder in the draft, the most recent draft, the Enforcer, signed him, but he's playing in the USA right now for this Cook dude who, I mean, low top 4 guy, not going to be shit. And we have one more trade. I lied. We have one more trade after this. We got Kent Ludeman, who is another first round pick in the most recent draft, 18th overall. So either I know I just said it in the video, but it's been a few minutes since I looked. Either either right before the guy we acquired from the Rangers, or right after. So back-to-back first rounders in last year's draft for Furcus and Nyman, who, I mean, Yanni Nyman had 16 goals. Yeah, but that was the only good thing he did. A minus 16. Like, that is terrible. One of the worst dudes on the team. And then the final trade we made is we called up Detroit? Was he in Detroit? I think he was on Detroit. Let's see. Matt Rempe is on the team now. Yeah, he was on Detroit. Let me take one quick look here. Here's the trade that we did for Rempe. It was this Nathan Villanueva fucking dude. I didn't even draft him. 2nd round pick in 2024. He could be okay. And then a 7th rounder. We needed a tough guy to play on our 4th line. We have Douglas, but he's not that good. He's like a 76 overall. Rempe's a 79, so he's going to help out a lot more than Douglas would. And with that being said, that is all the trades, and I will show you the lines here. Here are the lines for, what is this, year 4? Year 4 Kraken? Because first year, made the playoffs, got swept. 2nd year, we sucked. And then last year, yeah, okay. This is our 4th year. Here are the lines. Stenberg, I gave him tape-to-tape challenge, so hopefully he can get, it's 40 assists, I think. That's it. Beniers, I think I gave him another tape-to-tape challenge, getting on blue. Tolvanen, I gave him the quick release challenge to get 30 goals. We're going to play Cal Ritchie 3rd line again. I got to remember to ask him to fit the right wing. Rempe's playing 4th line with Jagger and Hirakoian, the dude we gave like $6 million just to hit the cap floor. And then Sale's playing here as well because he's one of the only dudes that didn't have a minus last year. He was fine. He was a plus for a good part of the year. And then on defense, Dunn, Verhoef, Sandy, and Pelican Reinback are going to be playing top pair, 2nd pair. And Caden Price is now ready to play in the NHL. And then Ryan Lindgren is here, and he's probably gone after this season. It's either that or I keep him down here. I'd like to get a right-hander, maybe. I don't know. I do like to have the same amount of lefties and righties, as I've said in past franchise modes. But, I mean, if he helps the team out, he helps the team out, right? He's only 30, so it wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. And then in net, Waltstead and Bobrovsky at 40. He dropped a fringe starter. We can trade him next year if he doesn't retire. Waltstead's an 89 overall. He did well near the end of the year. Scratch, Carson Rekoff is here. He's ready to play in the NHL. He's not bad. Definitely going to be playing 4th line for us next year, or even this year. The Hirakoian dude stinks. Jack Eye's here for tough guy defenseman if Rempe gets hurt or something like that. We need to summon a tough guy. And then Joel Edmondson, the guy we gave 10 mil to hit the cap floor as well, is our 3rd healthy scratch. And then I'll show the power play here. Last year I realized Stenberg didn't even play power play. He was 1 assist away from getting, was it 40 assists? I think it's 40 assists, but not a single power play point. That was terrible on me. I don't know how I didn't play him 2nd line power play at least, but it's probably another reason why we missed the playoffs. Dunn's here, Marchenko right, all the best guys here. Beniers, 2nd line. We're going to have Sandy and Pelika. McPherson's going to be playing a lot of minutes this year. Tolvanen. Barrett Hayton, I thought about packing up. I'm going to give him one more year and see how he does. I know He had 25 goals. I'm hoping he can get something around there again. And then Sale, just he's a playmaker and left-handed. He's going to help our power play. PK, no one really gives a shit about that. Take a look glance at the AHL. Jacobson, it's Jacobson. He's almost ready to play in the NHL. There's Bjork, Mangiapane, that's Squires, dude. Malatesta. I signed Andre Palat, and I also signed a couple defensemen here, Addison and Soderstrom to help out with the team, because this Caputo dude who I drafted just because he's 5'10", 226 in year one of the 6th round is on our top pairing, and we got a bunch of 60s. We're going to stink in the AHL, but it's whatever. Goalies, Kakos here, don't know what to do with him. Might just pack him up. And one last thing. You may have seen when I looked at Stenberg. I don't know if I showed in the video. I signed him to a 6-year extension for, we'll take a look here. View contracts. He is locked up for 6 years at 11.9 mil. So that leaves us, there we go, with $21 million in extension money. Lindgren only wants 4.3, which isn't terrible. But it's good to keep a stupid amount of money around, and when you got a whole bunch of young guys, right? Bunch of meme elite dudes and all that, so. Anyways, I think that's it. Well, we're actually good now. 10-3-1, and we had a 3-game losing streak there. We are doing real well. I think we're the best team in the league right now. Walt says playing his ass off. Stenberg's got the most points on the team. Tolvin has the most goals. Shout out to him. But Dunn already has 15 points. Jeez. Walt says playing really good. Morgan Riley currently leads the league in points. All right, yeah. Let's keep simming. What the hell is that? Tell me why I just got a trade offer from Dallas for Sergei Bobrovsky. Is it spelt the same way too? Oh no, instead of an I, it's a J. What the hell? I looked at him like, huh? Not even Starling. I had to look for a second and be like, I thought I had him on my team. How the hell did he get to Dallas? But sure enough, I saw the bottom 6. I'm like, what the hell? But no, I do not want this trade. Alright, another month of simming. Pretty good. Still one of the better teams in the league. Best in our division. Few injuries in the start of the first 2 months. Mainly defensemen. A couple bottom 6 guys got banged up. I know Walt said was hurt in the first month. I forgot to say that, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do the line, the scheme fit, whatever scheme fit. I don't want to say scheme fit. Things to help with the line chemistry and all that. And then I'm gonna sim another month. All right, boom, back another month. Still doing real well. One of the better teams in the league. Tied for technically 3rd. Yeah, we're the worst of the teams, tied for 3rd. Dunn's doing well again. I gave him this challenge to get 60 assists, and if he gets that, he gets the elite tape-to-tape ability. For some reason, I thought they didn't have the red ability challenges, but maybe an update came out and they fixed it, or I don't know, but doing real well. And Marchenko, he has 2 less goals than Tolvanen, so he's not doing bad. But Tolvanen had most points for a forward on the team, most goals. Beniers has 14. I think Marchenko is 123. How much does Beniers have? 118. He shoots quite a bit. And speaking of shooting quite a bit, Verhoef shoots a lot for a defenseman. So he doesn't have a shooting ability. Yeah, Beniers is 3rd on the team in shots. He has 10 more than Tolvanen, but I mean he plays a little more than him. Goalies, I think we're doing well here. Yep, good goaltending finally. And Barrett Hayton's doing well too, so I'm glad we kept him. I did some scheme fit stuff, and the majority of people said go fuck yourself, but a couple of them said sure I'll fit. But other than that, nothing really exciting. Another month. Here we are before the deadline, and still the best team in our division, tied for again 3rd in the league. think we keep this group together. I don't think we need to make any moves at the deadline. Our goals for could be a lot better, but I don't know what. I don't know what the issue is. We just don't have like I don't know. I feel like if we could get a meme elite sniper in the draft this year, that'd really help us. Um, this dude, the first overall dude, his name is Reginald Strombolopoulos, yeah. Um, he's a sniper, but I doubt we'd be able to get the first overall pick. Scouts kind of taking the year off here, which is very unfortunate. I'll go through the deadline, see if there's anything crazy, and if we make a trade, I'll add it in. If not, then so be it. Well, trade deadline passed. Like I said, they didn't want to make any moves. But Florida, they sold a lot. Traded Lusterrain in a third for a second and a third. They had Samuel Girard on the team, Mikla, and they had maybe one more dude. Got a first round pick and a prospect from the Oilers. Um, I guess Peronovich is worth a first round pick, but Marco Rossi, he was a 90 overall, making like 14 mil, signed a 1 year deal in free agency with the Canucks. They trade him away for 2 first round picks and a prospect to the Utah Mammoth. That's crazy. And then Lindholm got traded to Minnesota for a first and a seventh. Ross Colton got traded away for a first and a second. Domi got traded away for a first and a third. There's another trade up here. Like POJ is worth a second. Bachvis got traded. Yeah, Habs got Jake Evans back, and Hronik, I was looking at him. He got traded to Minnesota for a first and a forward. So Minnesota picked up Vetrano, Hronik, and Lindholm. That is solid. And then Florida sold their guys. And any waiver claims from that? Tyler Toffoli got claimed off waivers from San Jose. No, they waived Toffoli. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the end of the season, and we have won the President's Trophy. What the hell? I was not expecting that. Marchenko hit 31 goals. Did Tolvanen hit 30 goals as well? Oh, he hit 30, so he has the ability now? Thank God. That took too long. Bunch of 20 goal scorers. Verhoeven has had 20. Vince Dunn had 90 points. Oh my goodness. 72 assists. Holy. Sandy Pellica 50 points. Barrett Hayton had 52. 20 goals, 32 assists. Perfect. Marchenko only had 55 points. I don't know, man. And he was only a +7. We had dudes who were in the double digits. One of the worst plus minuses on the team. Making all that fucking money and can't give up. I mean, he had the most goals on the team, though. I mean, we won the President's Trophy. You can't get too mad. And Waltstead played his ass off. He's hurt right now, which is sad. Not sad, but bad going into the playoffs. But we do have Bobrovsky holding it down. I have faith in him. Kakko has been up here for 6 games. I'm surprised we won the President's Trophy. What the hell? McDavid won Art Ross. He was 4th in assists. Why the hell is Morgan Riley almost assists per game? What are we doing? Rocker Richard goes to McKinnon. He had 60. Oh, Caulfield's scoring 50. Game's starting to get a little realistic. Blackwood had 41. I don't know who's going to win the Vezina. Probably Levi. He had a 919. It's usually like guys who are in the top 10 for wins, and that's the better save percentage usually wins the Vezina. I guess we can go rookie skaters. Do we have any rookie guys here? Oh, Belchetz. McPherson, yep, he was... Oh, he might win it! He had more goals and a +24. Oh, he had 6 more points on a -10. He played 3 more minutes and 6 more games, only had 6 more points. Like, I sure hope he has more. All right, who are we facing in the playoffs first round? I'm not going to do it in this episode, but who will be our opponent? The Dallas Stars, and we do not have Waltstead to start the playoffs. What does Dallas look like? Robertson, yep, the guy we tried to get. Hintz, Rantanen, Patrick Kane, Malkin, Sagan's still there. Wyatt Johnson. Have they won in this universe? No. Thomas Harley, Heiskanen, Anderson's here. Essa Lindell, Poirier, Lundqvist. And then Ottinger at 89. Who's scratched? Matt Duchene's a healthy scratch. Yikes. This team is solid. Holy. Judgment Day is upon this team. If they stink, then I'm packing done up because there's no point just being a regular season team and not making the playoffs and then making the playoffs just to get walloped. Till then, see you later.